Hello, class. My name is Ayaz Akhtar, and my topic is comparison of Oracle and MySQL databases. To start off the presentation, I wanted to give off a brief overview of the two different types of databases. Oracle, it can be found in medium to large enterprises and are used in medium and to large warehouses. Oracle databases are extremely expensive to implement. On the other hand, MySQL is heavily found in web applications because of the LAMP, which uses Linux, Apache, MySQL, Perl Python, and PHP. It is free as an open source database, but there is a cost on the enterprise level. This presentation will cover some of the database administration tasks, and those entail installation, configuration, upgrading, monitoring, maintenance, and security. Installing Oracle is a pretty simple task. You can download the necessary files from Oracle's website. After the files have been downloaded, you need to unzip and unblock the files to install the database. After you run the executable file, you have to choose between creating a new database or upgrading an existing database. Following that, you must choose between a desktop class or a server class. Once you decide which direction you want to head, you'll be prompted to enter a few credentials. A quick question will ask you where you want to store the files and creating a password for the administrator. The last step is to let the application install and configure all the files. We did this in this class early this semester. The installation of MySQL is very similar to installing Oracle. First, you need to download the installation file. Once downloaded, you need to run the executable file and it will proceed to install the software. After the software is installed, it prompts a few configuration questions. The main difference when installing the MySQL is a sequence of files being installed on the system. Oracle installs the files first as opposed to MySQL where the files are installed first. Here are some pictures of the installation process. On the left is the Oracle and on the right is the MySQL. An Oracle database can be upgraded in a few simple steps. The first step is to prepare database to upgrade. You must choose an upgrade method, develop a test plan, prepare a backup strategy, and choose a Oracle home directory. The second step is to test the upgrade process. To do this, you should perform a test upgrade using a test database. The test upgrade should be done in an environment separate from the production database. The third step is to test the upgraded database. You will use the test plans you created in the first step with the test plans. You will compare results between the test databases and the upgraded database. If the results are not what you're looking for, then you will need to repeat everything that you have done so far until you're ready to move on. The fourth step is to prepare and preserve the production database. In this step, you need to schedule a downtime to back up the data and upgrade the system. The fifth step is to upgrade the production database. After you upgrade, you will need to perform a full backup. The sixth and final step is to tune and adjust the new production database. The new production should perform to the same standards or better than the database before the upgrade. Upgrading MySQL is completely different from Oracle. It doesn't have a step-by-step instruction to upgrade. You have to upgrade the database in version sequence. For example, if you are at 4.1, you need to upgrade to 5.0 first, then upgrade to 5.1. Before you upgrade your database, you should back up all your data. When upgrading your version, you should dump your tables with the MySQL dump command before upgrading and reload the dump file after upgrading. Once you upgrade your database, you should run the MySQL_upgrade command. The command checks your tables and attempts to repair them if they need to be repaired. Monitoring an Oracle database covers a few topics that cover proactive database monitoring, alerts, enterprise manager page, and advisors. Proactive database monitoring lets you monitor the health and performance of your database. The vital signs related to the database health are monitored. Alerts also help you monitor the database. Alerts will notify you when metric thresholds are crossed. For example, when the database is almost full, it will create an alert that will notify the database administrator. Oracle has an Enterprise Manager page that allows you visually to see the health of your database in graphs and other visual representations. The information on the Enterprise page shows new information that is automatically refreshed on the time you choose. The purpose of the Enterprise page is to diagnose performance problems. Advisors are meant to optimize database performance. They provide advice on how to handle certain challenges like adding memory to your system. You can use the Memory Advisor to determine the database performance impact of increasing your shared pool advisors. Enterprise Monitor can monitor a MySQL database. The Enterprise Monitor can provide real-time visibility into performance and availability of all your MySQL databases. It is very similar to Oracle Enterprise page. It is actually developed by Oracle. There are a few features that can be used by the Enterprise Monitor: real-time performance monitoring, visual query analysis, and InnoDB monitoring. The Enterprise Monitor is always monitoring SQL queries and performance issues. Similar to Oracle's alert warning and advisors, MySQL Enterprise has a very similar alerts and advisors to help database administrators. Visual query analysis monitors query performance and is able to specifically locate SQL code that is causing performance issues. InnoDB monitoring outputs, alerts, and insufficient index usage. InnoDB buffer pool usage and locking issues. The information will be displayed in graphs that will show trends. The issue can be corrected by looking at trends. Here are some pictures of the Oracle Enterprise Manager page on the left and an Enterprise Monitor for the MySQL. Authentication on the two databases are different. Oracle only needs a username and password to let the user on. MySQL needs the username, password, and a location parameter. The location parameter is usually the IP address that is being logged on. Oracle uses role-based access control to supervise data access to database objects. On the other hand, MySQL does not use roles. Users with the same permission level need to have their permissions assigned individually. Oracle supports system privileges and object privileges, while MySQL has 5 privileges levels that support administrative privileges and per object privileges. The purpose of a system privilege is to perform a particular action or to perform an action on an object. The functionality of an object privilege is to perform a particular action on an object or to access another user's object. MySQL's privilege system is a hierarchy system that uses inheritance. There are 5 levels and the privileges are passed down to lower levels. The 5 levels are global, per host basis, database level, table specific, and column specific. Administrative privileges is a global privilege that has server-wide effect and concern with the functioning of MySQL. Per object privilege can be allocated with different scopes. These privileges are concerned with database objects, such as tables, columns, index, and stored procedures. Oracle has a few unique security features, like a database vault and an audit vault. The purpose of an Oracle database vault is to restrict access to specific areas in an Oracle database from any users. This can include users who have administrative access. Oracle audit vaults collect audit data from databases and stabilize the data in a set of audit reports. It also organizes data and provides different types of reports. MySQL has an access control list as a unique security feature. Access control lists work by letting users have different levels of access to databases and tables. In conclusion, both databases are good choices, but ultimately it comes down to the customer who wants to use specific features. Bigger organizations and financial companies will want to use Oracle, where smaller companies and web applications will want to use MySQL. Oracle is much more expensive to purchase, where MySQL is an open source database. Installing databases are almost identical. Monitoring the databases are also very similar in functionality. Security functionality of the two databases are completely different in the functionality. Oracle uses roles where MySQL does not use privileges and are set on individual bases.